Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Meenaal Fatma and today I'm going to be sharing few important tips as to where you can avoid falling in the traps of IELTS listening questions. Just a second. Alright, great. Now before I start, I would love to hear from you guys, so make sure all those who are live quickly comment so I can see your name. I can see Dinesh. Good evening, Dinesh. Hi, Murthy. Good evening, Harneet. Who else is live? Make sure you do comment. Guys, the video and the audio is fine, right? Let me know. How are you guys doing? Pretty late. Done with dinner? Great. Ankit is here as well. Wonderful. I'm doing good, Harneet. How are you? Okay, so for today's session, as I mentioned, I want to discuss all the traps that are present in your IELTS listening question. Okay, now many a times we end up figuring them out. That becomes easy. There are few of them which becomes a trap because we are not familiar with them, which is exactly what I'm going to discuss today. Time and clock. हम सब ने स्कूल में पढ़ा है. It's just that we are so not used to of hearing in that particular format that when we actually hear in IELTS listening recording, when you hear it, you are not able to grasp it as quickly. Yeah. So I will be highlighting on the discussion of time and clock. Now ideally there are many traps. So what I'll do is I'll keep making regular sessions to talk about each trap one by one, so you get a clarity and get over them. Because traps में ही लोगों का answer गलत हो जाता है. Because IELTS listening is I would say one module where you can end up getting a 9 band. I got an 8.5 and that actually boosted my overall band score. Yeah. So you have to make sure that you understand what these traps are and how to extract them from your question. Okay, my first question to you is, out of all the traps, in case you know about the traps, which one is the most confusing one for you? Which one is the most confusing one for you? Hello Harsimran. Great, Harneet. Great. You have a problem in flow chart. All right. Anything regarding the traps? Are you guys familiar with traps? पता है क्या होता है? कुछ भी थोड़ा बहुत idea? कुछ traps के नाम बताइए मुझे if you know. I see. So you're struggling with MCQ. See, there is a specific difficult area for each type of question, which you have to learn to understand to address the techniques. I'm not talking about the question type. Question, जो specific question होते हैं, जैसे मान लीजिए जैसे आप लोगों ने mention किया flow chart, maps, MCQ, ये जो क्वेश्चंस हैं इनकी अपनी टेक्निकलिटीज़ है, अपने में ही एक डिफ़िकल्ट एरिया है, एक इजी एरिया है, बट ये ओवरऑल ट्रैप्स क्या होते हैं? I'll tell you few. जैसे many a times you get confused. I'll explain you what traps actually mean. You should know. Many a times people don't even know that they're hidden in your question and they're taking your marks away. Okay. For example, the most common one is the numbers. The pronunciation of the numbers when a foreigner says it's very different. The difference between tens and teens, like 13 and 30, yeah, they seem to be very very similar. एक ये हो गया. Another one which is very close is, many a times you are not able to comprehend if in the conversation they are referring to a plural number or a singular number. Apple or apples. We have a clarity in that, but they unfortunately don't have it. Yeah. So is it that because the accent is so strong and fast, they end up having a certain fast touch to it, so we end up not hearing if they said a singular or plural. And the question is present in front of you. How would you do it? That's another one. Third one is the problem that we encounter of homophones. There are many words with similar pronunciation. Which one would you write? There will be few words which will have different spellings but will be pronounced in the same way. How do you address that? That's another very common one. Uske alawa, what else? Sure, Murthy, I'll try speak English. Exactly. Yeah, effect, true. Singular, plural, basic grammar mistakes. Yeah. Other than that, there is also one very common one where what they do is they change the format of the answer. So what they do is they would say a particular information at the beginning. They will give you out an information at the beginning, and through a phrase or maybe a conjunction or an adverb, they will switch the conversation towards a latter part, and you will have to make sure that you figure out what was the overall outcome in that conversation. For example, they asked you in the question about a meeting. What time did the meeting occur? Yeah, or what time did the meeting happen? So they will start in the conversation by saying that the meeting has been decided at 7 p.m. in the evening. Then later they will say, oh wait, but unfortunately the other team members are relatively occupied, so we'll have to reschedule, and the new time would be 7:30 p.m. Yeah. So what they did here is they switched the conversation. They mentioned 7 and then they went further and said 7:30. So what you had to do is you had to stay focused and be careful on what they are saying and how did they shift to the other conversation. That's again a very tricky part. Yeah. Then another one which I'm discussing today is time and clock. Time and clock is one topic which generally we all know because we studied in school, but because we are so not used to it and we have to understand very fast, if it's not familiar to us, we will waste a lot of time in trying to comprehend what they said. Yeah, we don't have the time to actually do any sort of mathematics over there. So we have to be familiar with it. Yeah, I'll be talking about how many types are there of presenting or talking about a particular time. Okay. Great. Any confusion? Am I clear to everyone? Sure, I'll discuss about it. Let me just finish the topic we're discussing. Okay, all those who are not yet part of my Telegram, first of all, make sure you do connect with me in case you want to discuss any problem, or if you want to talk about the IELTS subscription plus courses, any particular module that you're struggling with, how you can prepare, how much time do you need. I'm there to help you guys. You just have to come to me by dropping a message on my Telegram. Okay? Make sure you do connect. In case you don't want to talk on the group, I will connect with you through a personal message and we can have a chat there as well. All right. just a second, guys. Okay, there's something wrong with my desktop, I guess. Okay, sure, we'll talk about it. Let's just discuss today's topic and I will get back to you. Okay, yeah, please excuse my keyboard, it's not working for some reason, so I'll have to switch after every slide. Okay, I'm sure you guys are familiar with me, everybody knows me. I'll quickly briefly introduce myself. I'm one of the top educators on Unacademy platform. I have indeed got an award by Unacademy for creating best structured courses that gives in best results. All right, and I have myself lived, worked and studied in London, and since there, I think it's been more than 3 years now since I've been helping students get their desired band scores. Before moving to London, I've also worked in Dubai as well as a few cities in India. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm briefly introducing myself. Okay, don't worry. You can see my full profile on Unacademy. So make sure you download the Unacademy learning app on your phone. Follow me, and you can check my entire profile in detail. Okay, you can check other students' feedbacks as well. Oh God, just give me a second, guys. Just hold on. Okay, if we talk about time, in your exam, in your IELTS exam, you ideally get two formats of mentioning the time, right? But if you talk about mathematics or if you talk about facts, there are ideally three ways of presentation of time. Okay, three ways they are presented or represented. Okay, the first form is the figurative form. The figurative form where they actually talk about the numbers. Yeah. For example, 1:55 a.m. to 2:29 p.m. So they are giving you exact figures. They're mentioning word to word numbers. The other one could be the textual format. The textual format, for example, where they would say 1:45, 1:30. Yeah, so a little bit more elaborated version of mentioning the time. The third one is the angular version. Now, angular version is something that we study in mathematics, but we generally don't see in exam, right? Why it's angular? For example, you know, you have this clock, yeah, 12, 3, 6, 9. So they are represented in different degrees as well, but this is a format that you don't ideally see in your exam. In your exam, in your IELTS listening, you would generally be hearing two forms, that is the figurative one and the textual one. Okay, now figurative is still easy because you just have to ideally figure out the pronunciation of the numbers, and that's also a little bit challenging because their pronunciation is slightly tricky, so you need to practice few numbers. As I told you, the trick between saying 13 and 30, so all the tens and the teens is something that you have to work on regularly to be able to hear what they're trying to say. The most challenging part in time representation becomes the textual format. The textual format, because they are exaggerated ones, they are the ones that we don't like to use, isn't it? Like it takes so much of more time to say the same information, isn't it? But we all did learn in school. So I'll try and simplify the textual format for you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for giving me a shorter version of your name, Harry. Thanks. Okay. Excuse my keyboard, guys. Okay. Let's look at this. In your exam, they can also talk about two different cycles. Okay, they can talk about two different cycles. What do I mean by two different cycles? It's not just something very difficult. It's just that you need to be familiar with them, so you are ready and prepared that whatsoever can come. Okay, look at this. In the figurative form, where I told you they will be mentioning the numbers directly, you have to work with your numbers pronunciation. Okay, for example, as I said, tens and teens. Again, for example, the word, the figure 0, many a times they say 0, they say O, they say not. So you just have to know कि इस 0 को वो अलग अलग form में भी how can they say. Yeah, so suddenly if they say O, you will be like, what are they saying 3O, right? So the same word can be said in many different ways. You have to understand their style of speaking as well. Okay, now ideally what they can do is they can mention a 12-hour cycle, or they can also talk in 24-hour cycle, right? So for example, if you look at the clock here, I'm sure you guys can read the clock, so I'm not going to waste my time on that. 12-hour cycle अगर उन्होंने मेंशन किया है तो वो फिर जैसे उनका चलता है कि it started from 1 o'clock and then at night, and the next day the moment it turned post noon, it again became 1 p.m. So it's a 12-hour cycle. There's no 13 or 14 coming in the 12-hour cycle. They can also mention 24-hour cycle. So if they want to say 1:30 हो रहा है, they might not say 1:30. They might start talking in the form of 24-hour. So you have to be putting it out very fast. They said 13:30, oh bang on 1:30. Yeah, 14:30, 15:30, 15:45. So you have to be very fast. 16, 18, 20. So you just have to be very quick in understanding the 24-hour cycle as well. What exactly? What's your last comment, Harry? I did not understand. Hi, Rakhi. Yes, a little bit late. A little bit. What happened? You're generally on time every single day. Angular forms, they don't generally come in your exam part. That's what I said. You know, when we studied the 30-degree division, 60-degree division, which we studied in maths, they don't use that format. They don't give you in the exam. Either they will give you the figurative format or the other one which I'm just showing you. Okay? Hi, Romy. Okay, so that was a little bit information of figurative. Figurative ones are still relatively easy, isn't it? The main struggle comes down the textual format. In the textual format, they ideally end up using these two forms by talking about the time using to or past mainly. Okay, now so I will just simplify those versions for you. Now whenever they use to while mentioning time, they technically mean to say before. Before. You can use an alternative of to as before to simplify it. I'll tell you how. For example, 5 to 2. When they say 5 to 2, what does it mean? I'm simplifying it here. So I'm elaborating it as 5 I have just written as 5 minutes, 2 I have converted as before, and 2 obviously 2 o'clock. They did not mention about AM or PM, so that's not my concern. In case they want to say if they are referring to a noon or an afternoon, then you know they are talking about PM, and if they are talking about night, then it's obviously AM. But if they have not mentioned it, you don't have to be concerned, okay? Otherwise they can either talk about AM, PM, or they can give a reference to afternoon, morning, evening, night. So you have to comprehend from that. They may not tell you every time AM and PM. You have to understand from the extended information that they give you. Okay, great. Chaliye. So what I did here is 5 minutes before 2 o'clock, which is 1:55. All right. Similarly, 8:45. What does quarter mean? What is the meaning of quarter in a clock reference? What does a quarter mean? Quarter is generally when you divide the whole sum by 4, isn't it? When you divide the entire segment by 4. If I talk about a percentage, quarter means 25, right? Now we are talking about a clock right now. Yeah, we are talking about a clock. Percentage, if you talk about percentage, a quarter is 25%. When we are talking in reference to a clock, we are dividing the 360-degree into 4 segments. What does it comes down to? 15. Yeah, very good. Now, so I'm simplifying this as well. 8:45. So quarter 15 minutes. 2 ke badle I've written before, and 9 o'clock. 15 minutes before 9 o'clock, which is 8:45. Simple. So whenever you have the term to, you know they mean before. So you have to quickly prepare it in your head that when they say 8:45, acha, quarter means 9 bajne se 15 minute pehle. You have to just make it really fast. Okay? Now, so that is for 2. Let's see what happens with past. Now, just like we saw for 2, here we are using a reference of past. Whenever we have past present while mentioning the time, it gives a reference of after. Baad mein, after. Okay? So 2 was telling you before, past is telling you after. Yeah? For example, 2:05. So I'm converting this as 5 minutes. Past, I'm writing after 2 o'clock. So 5 minutes after 2 o'clock. 2:05, 2:05, 2:05, 2:05. All right? You tell me, Harry, try it. If you have that time, what would you say? So 2 we saw before. Now past is talking about an after situation. 9:30. Half मतलब क्या हो गया? Half का मतलब क्या हो गया clock में? Half, what does half mean in clock discussion? Half. When we talk about percentages, half refers to 50%, but in your clocks, what do they mean? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Half is 30 minutes. past, after and 9 o'clock. तो 30 minutes after 9 o'clock क्या हो गया? 9:30. So 9 o'clock के बाद after 30 minutes. What is the time? 9:30. So you've quickly simplified it for yourself. 2, so I'm using before, past, after. I know quarter means 15, half means 30. Yeah? Yeah, very good. Yes, you can say that. Oh, you guys are learning very fast. I'm impressed. अब Harry 15 को हम 15 भी बोल सकते हैं. You can say 15 minutes past 9. Yeah? Or you can also say quarter. Yeah, good. So just say all three of you have mentioned different ones. See, we can have many different forms of mentioning the same time. Okay? Great. I have a little bit time constraint, guys, but otherwise I would have sat and explained to you a lot more. So all those who want to study with me, full-fledged, complete, start to end, need to join my Plus courses. The first thing you have to do is download the Unacademy learning app on your phone, follow my profile, check out all the Plus courses. Plus courses are the paid courses on a platform. On YouTube, we have just half an hour session, not on regular basis. So I cannot give you as much as I want to give you. So you have to make sure that you get the subscription, the Plus subscription, and attend all my courses. I'll tell you a few of the most interesting courses that are starting. Hi Sumit. Sure, I will tell you how to join. Yes. Let me tell you about the advantages of the subscription so you are more convinced. Okay, I'll tell you about the courses. The most exciting course is this one, guys. Check this out. This course is a complete course on all the 4 modules. Okay, this course will cover listening, reading, writing, speaking, and live tests for your evaluation. Okay, so I have just started this course last weekend. It's going to be running only on the weekends, Saturday and Sundays, 90-minute session. So I've just given an overview and I've started with listening module. I myself got an 8.5, so I just want to make sure that I help you guys out as well. You can completely trust me with that. So this course has just started. You can join in this one as well. There's another course that is starting tomorrow, guys. I just want to quickly tell you about it as well. This is a complete writing course, guys. It's a batch course. It's a complete writing course starting from tomorrow. And it's a batch course. So basically 2 teachers will be teaching you. Savya ma'am, she will be teaching you task 1. I will be handling all your task 2 questions. This course is from a start to a master level. Okay. Now I'm telling you about all these courses. You can just go to my profile, click the link of each of these courses, and you will see an entire schedule and a detail of these courses. Don't worry about the time. The times are rescheduled depending on the Plus students' needs and requirements. So don't worry about the times. I generally reschedule depending on the needs and requirement, as I just mentioned. Okay, now there are a lot more courses, guys. I take classes for reading, writing, speaking, listening, grammar, vocabulary, on all of them. Okay, so tomorrow, I just finished speaking today. From tomorrow I'm starting writing. and there are more courses as well. You can join all the courses by getting just one subscription, guys, just one subscription, and you get access to all the courses. Okay, now earlier we were taking relatively more sessions, but now because since our coronavirus has lockdown has been a little bit smoother, we are not taking as many free sessions, so you make sure you do join my plus courses. Plus courses are well structured courses that starts from the beginning, basically from the basic to a master level, and they are complete well structured courses. Okay, and few advantages are, once you get a subscription, you get access to all my old, ongoing and upcoming courses, and not just from me, but you get access to all the teachers, classes and courses. That's the biggest advantage. Next, you don't miss any session, because at the end of the day the video is provided to you offline, so for whatsoever reason you missed it, they will be provided to you and you can watch them later. You can download all the notes, all the questions that I discuss in the class, they will all be in your hands. Okay, there will be regular doubt clearing session, there will be quizzes, evaluation days. I give people a chance to get their writing and speaking evaluated unlimited number of times. Okay, so that's one biggest advantage of coming to me. And definitely when you join plus subscription, you get personal attention. You will be added to a private plus Telegram group where you will be around a bunch of very smart people who are very passionate to get their desired band score, where discussions happen on a regular basis. Okay, great. So these are few advantages. How you can get the subscription is right over here. Okay, see, what you just have to go to Unacademy page, download the Unacademy learning app on your phone as well. You have to click the subscription button, go to any course link, just click any course link, plus course, just click any plus course, you'll see a subscription button, you have to click that, and you have to pick any of the following months. Okay, depending on your need. There are few people who just come to me, say that, ma'am, I got a 7 last time, I need to just push my band score to 8, how much time do I need? Okay, so for all those who are already at a good level, you can opt for 1 month. Otherwise, if you are interested in the weekend course, because you're busy on the weekdays, you can opt for 3 months. 6 month onwards I recommend, is because you have EMI options as well. 6 month onwards you have EMI options, so that means you have monthly options. Now with these prices that you see, you can get a straight 10% discount, a straight 10% discount by using my referral code Fatma10 while taking a subscription. As you can see, when you will be opening the subscription page, you will see a gift icon at the end. Adjacent to it, they'll ask you, do you have a referral code? You just have to place the Fatma10 down here and you'll see all the prices will cut down to 10%. So for example, 3 months, approximately you'll have to pay 6075. That's all. Okay. So that's pretty much about it, guys. In case if you have any question or you want to talk about any specific problem that you are encountering, you can definitely drop me a message and let me know. This is my Telegram group, Meenaal F. I'm also available on Instagram and Facebook, where I share feedbacks of plus students, which you ideally don't have access to, but I just share so that you understand how happy people are with my courses. Okay. Sumit, is it clear? You need, okay, so you need to push your ideally 2 of the modules more. Get it? Sumit, can you just drop me a message on Telegram, so I'll get back to you properly on maybe on through messages or a call? Harry, can you also do the same? Can you drop me a message? It's a lot more convenient to talk there. All right. Great. That's it for this session, guys. I hope you liked it. Please don't hesitate to drop me a message. I will get back to you. And I'm telling you, tomorrow a fresh new course is starting. So get your Plus subscription quickly. And remember to use my referral code Fatma10 for 10% discount. And if you did like my video, make sure you do give a thumbs up and share with your friends. Till then, please take care of yourself. It was nice meeting you all. Nice talking to you. Take care. Bye-bye.